Olympic values. Today in lesson 1, we are going to talk about excellence. In this lesson, you will learn about the Olympic value of excellence and how can you engage this value in your daily life. The targeted vocabulary, excellence and motivation. Excellence means extreme high quality or standards. Motivation, it means eagerness or strong willingness to do something. If you look at this flag, do you know what it represents? This is the flag of the Olympic Games. It is white in color and has 5 circles. What do you know about this flag? The flag has 5 interlocking rings known as the Olympic rings. Those rings represent the 5 participating continents: Africa, Asia, America, Australia, and Europe. Of course, the Olympic Games had started long time ago. It is one of the world's biggest and most important sporting events. At the same time, while participating in these sporting events, you are celebrating the human spirit. The modern Olympic Games began in 1896 in Greece. And of course, the first modern Olympic included 13 countries competed in 9 different sports. People who participated in the Olympic Games, they competed in almost 30 different sports, including basketball, boxing, cycling, sailing, swimming, tennis, and more. There are also the Winter Olympic Games, which began in 1924. And when I say winter, it means it includes all the kinds of sports you can practice in winter, like skating, snowboarding, and skiing. During the Olympic Games, millions of people around the world marvel at the sporting brilliance on display. But the Olympics are not just about who can run the fastest or who can jump the highest. In fact, the aim of having this is to help create peaceful and better world by getting young people to participate in sport with a spirit of friendship, solidarity, and fair play. This is another important value, is that, of course, participating is more important than winning. What does it mean to say the Olympics are a celebration of a human spirit? It means when we watch those people who compete, we are watching human spirit in action. Do you know anything about the ancient Olympic Games? Of course, the ancient Olympic Games were much smaller and simpler, and they had just a few different sports like running, wrestling, and boxing. And they were always held in the same place. And also, men can, of course, participate if they could speak Greek only. Do you agree that participation in the Olympic is more important than winning? Yes, of course. Everyone who participates contributes to the celebration of the human spirit. It is nice to win, I know, but participation is more or the most important, of course. Can the Olympic Games really help create a peaceful, better world? If the Olympic Games can really encourage people to behave with a spirit of friendship, solidarity, and fair play, that would do a lot to make the world better and more peaceful. So the answer is yes, because you are participating with different games that you compete with people who are coming from different countries all around the world. Now I need from you to focus on the word excellence. What does it mean for you? Can you share your mother or your sister, or can you say something that you can connect with this word excellence. Excellence has a lot of indications. It means trying to be better every day, living by your moral code. This is very important, of course. Helping others to improve their situation, exceeding the people's expectation by, of course, achieving more and the best, surprising others with an original idea or action, and working for the greater good. Excellence, of course, means, for example, in the school, it means to achieve the highest mark. But this is not the only case. No, by improving yourself, you are moving forward toward excellence. Here, if you read this story, it is about one of the greatest, of course, athletes who was participating in a sailing competition in 1988. He was about to win since he was in the second place, but when he saw, of course, another crew was desperately clinging on the vessels while the other was being swept away, he abandoned the race and saved those people who were competing against him. Of course, for him, he didn't win the medal. He received an even more prestigious award. Of course, this medal, this prestigious award embodied the sport or the true spirit of the sportsmanship. So, to embody the true spirit of the sportsmanship, it means by being always doing what you can do to be the right thing to do, even if it means losing out or sacrificing something else, which means, generally speaking, participating in any kind of a sport is very important for your health. This is number one. It's very nice to be number one, I know, but participating also is very important. I need from you to consider this story of this man whose name was Lawrence that I have just told you about his story. How did Lawrence demonstrate the Olympic value of excellence? And in what way you can demonstrate the Olympic value of excellence? Of course, as I told you, in the school you can demonstrate this by being a good student, a good listener who respects his teachers. At home, by being a good member of your family, support your family. And of course, that's all for today about excellence. I hope that all of you are going to be number one in the school, and one day you are going to achieve the hope of this nation to be number one in everything. And goodbye. Thank you for listening.